2, 1.
Blunt Conversations.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl Monique. I should say the Mo Show. How come I ever say it's the Mo Show first?
I don't know.
Since when did Monique come before? Well, because everybody knows I'm a Knicks fan. Anyway, whatever. Y'all know what it is. My name's Monique, and I was about to say Monique in the Mo Show.
Oh, I guess I'm the Mo
That's
Show
your name today.
I'm the
Mo
Mo Show.
in the Mo Show.
Just Dale,
AKA the Mo
the
Show. Let me finish.
podcaster formerly known, what is it? Formerly known as Just Dale. Now the Mo Show.
Now the Mo Show. Whatever, guys. It's Sunday. I'm not here. I don't know mentally where I am. It's combobulated. It's Sunday. Shut up. Anywho, today's conversation, I'm going to call this the relationship conversation, right? So for relationship, we mean, let me give that tea when, our guest comes in. So she's filled in too. All right. So today's guest.
When tea comes.
Right. When tea comes. Today's guest is, of course, y'all know and love her. You see, I don't like my background. Keep doing that. It's getting on my nerves. I got to stay like this. All right. So I can't even move my hands.
It did it again.
It did it again, right? When I keep going like this.
You did that, yeah.
I can't do this. All right. Let me not be ratchet today. I'll stand at attention. All right. So today's guest, y'all know and love, my girl, Chanel T, aka Not Gucci. Y'all know her from Off Topic with Monique and Co. Of course, with me. So bring her in.
Said it just in time because I jumped the gun.
You did. You've been going, didn't you?
When you said the two names, I'm like, oh,
is she in?
She.
See, you ain't even lying. See, I could have kept going.
She
I'm
in.
Here.
There she go.
Hi.
Hello, guys.
Hi, boo.
Welcome.
I introduced you already. Of course, she gets the best one ever. I introduced you already. It's me, Chanel T.
Not Gucci.
You're so stupid. But yes, I introduced you. Of course,
is Chanel T drinking tea right now? The people in
Actually,
yeah, because we about to spill some tea.
Coffee. How's Chanel T drinking coffee?
I'm drinking coffee in my Pickle Rick mug. Okay.
Oh, Pickle Rick. Okay.
I love it.
Pickle Rick. I'm gonna talk about Pickle Rick today. Go ahead.
What is Pickle Rick?
Talking about Pickle Rick? We talking about
is that like Rick and Morty?
We're gonna talk about it. Go ahead. I'm gonna bring it in. Come on. I got it. It's perfect.
But is it like Rick and Morty?
It is.
That is Rick and Morty.
It is.
Okay, because I'm like, it figures. It must be. All right, so I was filling everybody in, Chanel. I was letting everybody know this is the relationship convo. Oh, wait. I mean, I know everybody knows you, but fill them in about yourself.
What? Me?
Yes. Who is Chanel T?
Chanel T is a project manager. She's a Jane of all trades. She's a writer. She's a manager. I said that already.
Yes, ma'am.
Management of lives.
Yeah. Okay.
Management of lives.
Therapist.
You take that for what you take, whatever you want.
You're so annoying. All right. So I was filling them in. Right basics. Big old facts to that.
Yeah.
Big old fucking facts to that. All right. So I was filling them in. Basically, I was letting them know this is the relationship combo. Okay. And relationships meaning, friendships, family,
all ships
and your spouse. Right. All ships. Yeah. All the ships. We're not just talking spouses in this episode, people. So don't just sit here and think, we bashing exes and stuff. All right. We bashing everybody.
Co-worker ships.
She thought we bashing everybody. We bashing people, okay?
We bashing everybody. Right. This is an equal opportunity bashing.
I'm always ready to bash,
Always.
I'm very, very, those are people who know me, who was very, very few. Definitely know that I'm good for a good read.
Okay, can y'all see the shirt says loyalty? Don't mind my nails, but the shirt says loyalty, yes.
Mine should say this right above it. This loyalty.
Oh, right. Now this. All right, so.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's going to be very interesting. So, definition of friendship. I'm going to fill in. Definition. A state of mutual trust and support. That's a friendship. Boom. Definition of family. A group of persons united by blood, marriage, or adoption. And now for relationship, your spouse. You said you like that?
I like the inclusion of adoption.
Me too. I was dead thinking that. See, you be my head
That's
girl. I love
family.
you.
That's family.
Very much
Big
so a
facts.
chosen family person.
Big facts.
That's
Big
family.
facts.
Yeah.
Same. Okay,
Not
so for
to
spouse,
disrespect anybody who's actually related to me.
right?
Please,
Big
guys.
facts on that part too. All right. So now for spouse, a romantic or sexual friendship between two people. So you see the word friendship is in spouse too, right? Y'all see that or not? Okay. So boom.
I think a narrative is being created.
You feel the narrative? You feel it? You feel it?
I don't know. I do, but I don't know.
You feel it? You know what? Whatever. It might be a slight narrative, maybe a little bit. I'm on my. Y'all know I'll be on my ventations on this, so it is what it is. Y'all gonna deal. Whoever feel away. I don't care. Anyhow, so all right. So basically, my question for you guys today. Let's start off with this. What would you guys say are toxic traits in relationships? Like, give me your top 3 toxic traits.
Top 3. Can we start with one and go around the board?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
All right. Well, one
That's
is
true. It is 3 of us.
Not taking accountability is mad toxic. Like people who don't want to admit that they're wrong for anything. That's toxic as hell. In any type of relationship, that's toxic.
Yes,
okay.
I agree with that one too, because accountability is more than just admitting you're wrong too. It's about taking ownership of whatever your actions have resulted in. That doesn't always have to do anything to do with intent. And I think
exactly
that confuse a lot. I didn't intend, me or da-da-da. And it's like, it's not about what you intend, it's about what you did and what the result of what you did caused. You know what I'm saying? Let's just acknowledge that and move forward. People get stuck right there. That's definitely, that's facts, accountability.
Well, we all had the same answer because that's exactly what I was gonna say. And that is
for me, I honestly my number 1 is codependence, but that's just me.
Okay, let's roll with that. Explain.
Okay, yeah, explain that.
You need to be able to stand alone as a full person.
Well, I wish I had a picture of Will and Jada at this point because it would be perfect for this right now.
But why though?
That's because they're killing me right now.
I'm not touching Will or Jada.
We gonna leave Will alone. We gonna leave Will alone. Jada,
that has to be a whole nother topic because there's something that's going on.
We gonna leave Will and Jada alone. I can't even do it. All right. So yes, codependency, accountability. What's another good one? Lack of accountability.
Lack of accountability.
What's another toxic trait? I feel like it's
codependency.
Dishonesty, of course. Is the biggest toxic trait.
And all of these things are issues within any relationship, not just romantic.
Right, exactly.
Dynamic between two people or two or more people. Because in a parent-child relationship, all of the above can create really hard blockages in a person's life. If your parent is the person who has these toxic traits.
Yeah.
Big facts.
It'll screw you up.
Okay, so now, I'm gonna flip it around on us. We're gonna have to be a little vulnerable here right now. We'll stick to one. Since it's 3, we'll stick to one. What is a toxic trait that you feel you bring into a relationship?
Forgiveness. Forgiveness.
Did you say forgiveness?
You have no mercy, sir?
No, I have too much.
This sounds like some whack ass job interview answer.
No, seriously.
So what is a negative toxic trait, please?
It is negative because let me tell you why it's negative. I'm gonna tell you why it's negative. Because it enables the people around me to do more BS, and it's not helping them in any way. Because I always allow it, and I allow them back into it, regardless of what. And that's not good to keep accepting people when they're doing nonsense instead of holding them accountable. So that's.
Well, that just sounds like codependency, to be honest. That's not you framed it really cute, like not accepting people.
Well, who's codependent? Because I'm not dependent on them.
You are, in the sense that you're dealing with something that you don't like, and you're not even establishing a boundary or a repercussion for it. So that's how you enable the continuance of the shit you don't like.
No, I just tell them it's cool and I move on. I'm not dependent on them, but I allow them to continue to do
lack of accountability. I just so cool you said.
I'm accountable. I'm saying I do it, but that's the toxic trait. Like that to me.
I mean, it is toxic. There you go. I guess it is
exactly.
toxic.
It's toxic.
It was wrapped
my
into
toxic trait.
Two more.
You're so annoying. My toxic trait is, what is my toxic trait? Oh, okay. My toxic trait is that, you know, I do have a problem with always feeling I'm right. So, you know, there are times, sometimes, you know, when I can escalate things when they don't need to be escalated because I feel like I'm right and I feel like you should just shut up and just, you know, listen to me. That's a very toxic trait that I'm working on. Oh, another I have a few toxic traits. I'm not gonna lie.
We're not gonna read you for Phil.
We're supposed to be doing
okay,
one.
Go ahead. Next.
You said
go ahead,
one.
Yes.
She said one. She was like,
right, y'all say that going in on myself.
You didn't say a book.
Let me write them. Right, most toxic traits. But they're not toxic. They're level 1 toxic. There you go.
We got levels. Okay.
All right, Chanel, what's your toxic trait?
My toxic trait is I got like abandonment issues. Mm-hmm. So like I'm really quick to abandon issues. Like, no, seriously. Like I'm like too much, and then I'm gone. I cut. I'm easily detached, and I think that is something that can be more harmful than I intend. So I would say that would probably prove to be very toxic to somebody who has any types of emotional attachments to me. Right. Like, why, you know, they would feel mishandled, and that's not the intent at all. But, you know, I don't know.
Unfortunately, sometimes you got to do for you.
That's what I was about to say. That sounds great to me.
Life's
about balance. So doing it too much or every time is like, all right. So
well, I need to borrow some of your abandonment because I need some.
That's what I was about to say. I need to
borrow some of that toxicity.
You wanted to be neglected as a child. That's what you said.
Maybe that's the Aries trait that we.
I'm just saying, like,
trait.
If my problem is codependency, being able to let people go would be, you know, the converse of that. So that, right? Yeah, exactly. So maybe that's what I need.
I mean, my avoidance issues might be because of my fear of codependency, which is why it's another one of my triggers.
Hey, listen, you need
the triggers.
You need the venom to make the antidote, right? So there you go.
There you go.
So basically, I'm just a villain right now. You want to be the villain?
But it's not a villain from it. That's the hero for me. You know, you gotta see when you look at it.
I'm the hero in my life, but I'm a villain in somebody else's life.
Right.
I guess, you know, we're all villains.
It's right. You all know it's somebody at some point.
It's just not my intent, you know. Villain with a heart of gold.
Villain with the heart of gold. There you go. Villain with the heart. You know, I have a heart. It's in there. Well, it's in there somewhere. Well, mine is too big, to tell you the truth. That's what I feel. I feel like I agree with Dale. I feel like, you know, and I agree, it is codependency for me as well. And also I do have abandonment issues because, you know,
you just got everything.
Right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't really be amusing, but you know, but you know, I was about to say, Chanel, because you know how I told you, you know, my friendship issues. You know, we elaborate on that because, you know, we friends in real life. You know, my friendship issues stem from childhood. I still have friendship issues from childhood.
Everybody has friendship issues, though. That's just relationships.
What are your friendship issues?
My friendship issues is I don't know how. Well, I would say people issues, like ship issues. This goes for all the ships.
Okay,
these are my ships. These are my ship
issues.
My ship issues. That shit is hilarious. My ship issues. It sounds like saying shit issues.
It's a hashtag right there. Ship issues. Right. Yeah.
My ship issues are basically, I have a abandonment problem as well, but mine basically stems from not wanting people to feel like I wrong them. Get it? Like, I never want to put a person in a position to where it feels like I'm being, you know, I guess I'm a people pleaser.
So you don't want to be, you don't want to be the wrong person.
Right. Okay. Because I know how that is. You know, of course, when I was younger, of course, we all dealt with, you know, bullying and, you know, bad friendships as teens and this and that. So I remember how I felt in those times. So I always trying to make sure, you know, even if I do hurt somebody, feel somebody's mad at me, I don't let them get space. There's no space allowed. You can't have space because I'm just going to sit here and wait, okay, this person's mad at me. Now they're just going to abandon me and leave me. Now they're not my friend, period. Now they're not my, It's all just dead. It's all just dead. So I have a big problem with that. Like but I'm working on it. God's working on me, you know. But yeah, so I get a little slightly obsessive, you know. I get slightly obsessive when I could sense. You're annoying. I get slightly obsessive when I could sense someone. Like if I can sense any little mood change, anything, or if you even tell me verbatim, like, you know, I need let's give me a minute, give me a second. I'm like, nah, no.
You don't want to give them space,
right? Nah, now I'm trying to make you laugh, or you know, I'm trying to be like, oh, no. So yes, I definitely do have codependency and abandonment. You know,
I don't know if it's more about abandonment. It feels more like
detachment. I meant maybe
it sounds like it stems more from like an insecurity. Like you need the validation of the people you care about, you know, which is valid in and of itself. But right. You know, all things need balance. So if it's out of balance, you're going too far in one direction. It's right. Create a void of sorts.
Because and then also too, now I try to do it with the wrong people. Because clearly I'm doing it with people that are showing me that they're not worth it, or I wouldn't be having to, you know, like, do you? I wouldn't always. What's the word when you always have to question it? Crap, it's a certain word. And it's a word I always. Paranoid. You said paranoid?
Yeah.
No, what's the word? Not reciprocation. Consistency. Like when people aren't consistent. Okay. You know, that should definitely be like, that should be a red flag for me. And it's always red flags me. I always feel like I definitely bypass red flags, you know, because that's, again, you know, part of my detachment issues.
I mean, we all bypass
red flags because everybody got red flags.
Everybody has different deal breakers, you know?
Yeah. Like, so what are some of y'all deal breakers? Give me 2 each.
And just ships totally? Like
ships, period. Yeah. Just for humans.
Okay.
Right. For all ships. All right, so how about we do this? Give me one for a friendship and one for a relationship.
One big one for a friendship is liars. That's a big one. Okay. If you like just be lying all the time, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know, because then we can't really have a conversation. I don't know what I don't know what to believe. For relationships, I mean, of course, that's going to be one of them. But is that the biggest one? I mean, damn, lying is pretty damn bad for any type of ship, to be honest. I'm gonna just stick with that. That's pretty.
We're lying for both.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking like that got to be bad for relationships and friendships. Lying is bad. It's pretty bad.
Okay, so for mine, Chanel, you want to go next, or you?
Sure. Okay. For me specifically, an inability to communicate.
Damn, you took mine. That's what you see. You took my damn answer.
Because like I'm very big on communication, and you know I'm very transparent. I'm very mean what I say what I mean kind of person. So if people can't say what they mean and they expect me to do extra mental aerobics, it's not gonna work. And if you just can't even voice whatever it is that's on your spirit, on your heart, whatever you got nothing to say, I ain't got nothing to hear.
Right.
It's
I love that. Give me some silent friends. I want to hear what you gotta say anyway, bro.
So many silent friends, if that's the case.
Let's do it.
So is that yours for both, or is that yours for just friendship?
For everything. I feel like
everything.
That's for all shit
across the board. Yeah, that'd be
right.
My romantic relationships and my platonic relationships, I kind of treat exactly the same.
Yeah, agreed.
The only difference is sex. That's sex. Really true.
Legit.
Not even for me. Even with platonic relationships, there is a version of intimacy being exchanged.
Yeah, like, for sure.
The person who you care about.
That's why friendship breakups are just as bad as relationship breakups.
Feel safe with. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So I definitely. I would say someone that treats them differently. That's also an issue for me too. Actually,
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say my thing is support.
Relationships. People treat their romantic relationships very different from their platonic relationships, and either in any direction is a problem for me. Treating your spouse better than you treat your friends, or treating your friends better than you ever treat your spouse. Both is really weird to me. And I don't understand what that hierarchy is about in a person's mind, but I ain't about to sit there and figure it out. It's weird.
Big facts. All right. So mine's is support. Well, unbalanced support. Like if one person is, more, if one person is
reciprocity.
Yeah, right.
Even exchange.
Right. There you go. Boom. If the friendship or if the ship isn't evenly exchanged and the person ain't being evenly yoked, then I can't. Because like I said, plenty of times I've been in those situations where I give more. And it's just like now I'm just depleted at this point. And now I'm left with the battle wounds, and you sitting there fine and you got on my good loving. So When I say good love, I mean love,
I always say that too.
Not sex, love, period.
I'm always talking about like mutually beneficial relationships. Like,
yes,
I don't even acknowledge anything that's not like what. That's
I'm learning not to. Because again,
that would definitely for both of y'all, you and Dale, like saying that y'all
I think it must be an Aries thing,
much or tolerance or whatever. Making sure that it feels that way to you is a better way to, not be accepting shit you don't want to accept, really.
Right, because I would definitely say
gonna kill the person to hold them accountable, and if it does, then that might be worth looking into.
Right, you know what they say about Knicks fans too, how we so damn loyal. I'm a Knicks fan, so
gosh.
We always known to be the loyal ones.
That is not even loyalty. That is something different. That's
I don't know about that one.
First of all, Chanel, don't do that. I don't know if
that's what y'all know, but don't think I repeat that. A Knicks conversation.
It's very much known for delusion, but it's fine.
Now,
it's fine.
See, I will say it could be delusion as well. Delusional loyalty.
It's absolutely delusional loyalty.
I'm not talking about to the Knicks, jerk. I'm talking about now in my life, period, jerk.
What is happening right now? What is happening?
Delusional loyalty is happening.
Oh my God.
Yes, because, I'm going to say in my recent...
delusional loyalty, that sounds like the love, the meaning of love.
That's the catalyst of my past relationship, I would say. I was delusionally loyal. Why you put that face on Chanel? Chanel hates me. She's like, "Oh, you going there?"
Blind loyalty.
She's like, "You going there?" Yes. No, it was delusional. Delusional loyalty. It wasn't blind. It wasn't blind because here's what I say about myself, and here's what I need to stop about myself. Here's my toxic trait as well. Because Dale, here we go. Here goes the rant. Because Dale, you said it first. The forgiveness. Here's my problem. I'm way too understanding, and I hate that about my damn self. I'm too understanding to an extent, and I need to stop that shit. I need to stop being too understanding because sometimes understanding turns into disrespect. And now that's what that's what I'm starting to realize. Like, I can't keep being this perfect understanding person when now it's detrimental to my ass at this point. So now I feel away.
That's more like about boundaries once again.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. I have horrible another toxic trait. I don't have boundaries. I need to go to
we're gonna turn this into Monique's toxic traits. Like, what is going on?
Help me.
Oh,
nigga.
Oh Lord. But no, the boundaries are important because that's how you that's how you shape your world. Really, if you're just going for anything, your world is going to be chaotic.
Yeah, and it has been for the last decade.
You can't filter everything. Boundaries are the filter.
The last decade, yes. The last decade. A long ass time. It has definitely been very chaotic and have been. All right, so this is the rant part. I'm gonna go into myself at this point in time because I have been very toxic to myself and I've been doing a lot of, pandemic. I would say pandemic is the thing that shaped my ass up. It has taught me a whole bunch about myself and how I am in my relationships, should I say, in my ships? Because being alone, it helps me to see. I real life do not need nobody. It really helped me say that. Pandemic ruined me. I want to say that it ruined me, but it helped me at the same time because a lot of y'all that had that leniency and that them boundaries that I let slide and be slithered on, it's a wrap for that shit now. Like now it's no coming back. Like I'm just on go mode.
Pandemic did the opposite for me. I'm surprised.
Really?
Yeah. I was already like, man, screw everybody. I need nobody. But then the pandemic, I started feeling the love. I was like, you know what? People are okay. People are okay. Some okay people out there.
Nigga said people are okay.
Yeah, people are okay.
Yeah, people are okay. So I was all like, hey, I was on it. I was like, listen, if I could develop a device that can kill everyone on the planet, would I do it? Yeah, probably. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe some people deserve to live. I'm not cutting that. I'm not cutting it. I'm leaving that.
Don't cut that out. I say I need an arc all the time. I need to all of them. Send me the arc, please. I have a few people that ain't getting on. A majority of people ain't getting on my damn arc.
Yeah, I'm better now. Like having that time of, not being around people so close. Yeah. It's like, you know what? I actually like people. You guys are all right.
That's so interesting. Well, I guess because, it is. It's very interesting how it had the opposite effect. My people person ass is like, no people. And you now, people.
Yeah, I've connected with more people over the pandemic time than before. I actually wanted to speak to people and hang around people. I guess it's like the absence.
I guess when you don't have a choice, right?
Yeah, it's like the absence kind of made me felt like, I need this energy.
Oh, it made the heart grow fonder for you.
Yeah, right, exactly. Basically, right.
Yeah, it healed me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can see that. Okay, so let me see what other question I have.
Amazing.
Big facts. What growth have you been doing since pandemic with these shifts, that you feel like you've been doing?
For me, I really just have enforced my boundaries. So I really don't, I'm not really committed to what the end result of that looks like, as long as I'm present in doing that. And I let the chips fall where they may outside of that. So I might be being aggressive with it right now because it's new.
Gotta try new ways.
I gotta make up the balance, because sometimes you spend a long time not doing something, so you gotta clean house,
Right.
So
okay.
it feels good to clean house, but it just gives me the ability to I have a cat neighbor visiting me. It does give me the ability. Yeah, I just looked, I'm like, who is walking on my balcony, child?
A little kitty.
It just gives me the ability to really focus on myself. Like, I find that if you were to sit and observe, which is something I do a lot, outside yourself, it could be overwhelming taking in everything that's going on. Like, it's a lot in our environment to be ingesting. Our minds are constantly ingesting messaging from all sorts of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it can be very overstimulating for me. And it takes me from paying attention to what my internal priorities are. And that can be a whole whirlwind of, upending your life. So sometimes it's really cool for me to isolate and really just, kind of still myself so I can figure out what's up. Like, do like a little litmus test. Like, how we are? We good? What's good? What could we fix?
Right.
What what needs tweaking, before I even go and interact with other people? Because I could sit here and judge people all day.
Okay.
All day instead of doing what I need to do. I could.
Big facts.
People are idiots. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was to stay here and compare myself to people all day, I would feel probably complacent. You know what I'm saying? I would feel like, oh, I'm doing amazing. So the rest of you guys are, but I don't do that because it's not really in alignment with what it is I want to do in my personal goals for myself. I'm far behind. I'm staying focused on what I got going on. That way, I feel like so crazy. I feel like the best version of myself when I'm interacting with people in any relationship. I realize I bring the best version of myself to every relationship, and I expect the same from people. So I don't know.
Amen.
I mean, you showing up broken, acting like I'm gonna fix you. We gonna have
we can't fix each other at this point.
I can offer support for sure.
Right.
But I'm a person. I need to see you
not to fix. Right. Like,
I'm
not gonna solely sit here.
That might be a little ableist to me, because maybe some people are virtually incapable of doing certain types of work on themselves.
Right.
I understand that, and I understand that that's their journey also. It's not mine. So,
that part.
Very much so minding my business.
That part. And you know what, too? I low-key been so excited to get back into a relationship, because I feel like my previous relationship was the broken me, like the not grown me. Like, I feel like I have grown so much, and like the next person that gets into a relationship, because I was like, here's my thing. I wasn't OD crazy toxic in my relationship, but we all have toxic shit, we all have growing we need to do. It's always something we could better. So I feel like now,
we're actually, I think we should watch that too. Like, we're always going to be growing, like literally, always. So, we're not in any final form, when we're meeting somebody, but I think as long as you keep that mindset open for you to grow and for them to grow, it leads,
we both have to be growing, right? Like, it has to be both of us.
Yeah. That misunderstanding, but y'all have to be kind of wanting to grow in the same direction too.
That part too. Exactly, and that's my thing too. That's why I say, like I always tell you, my previous relationship, it wasn't a bad end. Like, that's why I like low key try not to talk too crazy about him, because it wasn't like he's not a bad person type thing. Yeah, low key, because I couldn't say bad things, but it's like no, because it's like there's more good than bad. Like, he's a great person. My ex is a great person. He's a great friend, just not good relationship material for me. maybe good for somebody else. Right. And I wasn't for him. That's life. We can't always be on some, my ex ain't going that my next gonna do better than me. I'm gonna be better than you. You ain't never gonna get better than me. Sometimes y'all just honestly are not meant for each other, and don't have to be no hard nothing. Like, it don't have to be no negative shit. It's no beef.
And that for friendships and everything too.
All ships, big facts.
I think that just the thought of rejection is a hard thing for people to swallow in that regard.
Right.
Because people of all, not only just relationships.
It was definitely for me at first. It took me a minute at first too to just realize we aren't compatible. And you have to just start trying to fix pieces and put pieces together that don't work. Like, we could be compatible as friends. Like, we don't have to be in a relationship. Some shit just don't work out like that, And that's why I thought about this topic. Cause I'm like, I've been going through this. Like, I've been dealing with this for like a year now, I want to say. Has it been a year? Yeah.
A year.
Why you say it like that? Like I'm lying?
No, I'm asking you a year.
He said a year of what?
Oh, no, because of his face. He's like, yeah, what? Like what, bitch? Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out what's the year.
You want to know what you're talking about?
Nah, a year of dealing with my new singleness, my new complete singleness, like completely and utterly singleness.
Okay,
like
it's 100%,
100% broken
rebuilding off, from there,
rebuilding myself, rebuilding what I want in a relationship, even in friendships. I'm having trouble with friendships as well. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit. Like I said, pandemic brought up a bunch of shit, that now I just feel like I just been putting pieces back together. And like I said, I feel like right now I definitely am one of the best versions of myself that I've been in a while. So that's why, too, I'm like, I cannot wait to like meet somebody and be all giddy and be who I am now. Cause I feel like I definitely have better qualities.
Show off this new version of yourself.
Right. Right. Yeah, I definitely have
resonate with that for sure.
Right. Looking good, glowing, feeling good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
so question.
On you too.
Just question. I'm not want to get deep into your relationship, but
no, you can, sure.
Do you think
this is my venting? This is my last hurrah.
Are we getting into everyone's relationship? Or are we getting into Dale's relationships?
I mean, I'll answer questions if you ask, but I just want to know this. Like, since you say you grew or you're the better version, do you think this better version would have been better in your past relationship, or it's just better for your next relationship? Like, it's still not the version of you that would have worked then, because it's just different. Or do you think, that's what I want to know? Well,
I think possibly, because again, I will say I was very hostile. I was very hostile. Mm-hmm. And I'm more calm now, and I'm less reactive. I was a reactive person. I'm very less reactive now. And again, like I said, that whole when people need a break, I need to learn how to let them, breathe. Mm-hmm. That was another big thing of me. Like I said, I would not let niggas breathe. Like, what? You're not talking to me? Oh, hell no. Nah, now I'm down blowing up your phone. Now I ain't give a damn. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those that care about one text, two texts. I'm 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 texts. I don't give a damn. So yes, that was, like I said,
Aries.
Yeah, very Aries. Very Aries.
Listen, gotta do what you gotta do.
Y'all impulsive.
Very impulsive. Yes.
I'm always going to react.
If you in the moment, you're in the moment.
Right.
Might not be in the moment later. You gotta get it out.
Right.
You gotta get it off. You gotta get it off.
To let shit fester. If I feel away, I'm gonna let that shit out. Like, but that's crazy because I don't do that in my friendships. That's crazy. I don't do that in my friendships. I don't let shit out in my friendship because it's certain like. I think why do I feel like I don't care about
what gives you permission to yourself? Like, what gives you internal permission to play that out in your relationships, in your romantic relationships?
Probably because you feel like you need a certain sense of entitlement. Really, I think that's what it is.
Entitlement to what though?
Yeah,
like in a relationship, in
your friendships.
Yeah, in a relationship, you kind of feel like you're obligated to do things and people are obligated to do things, which is respond to a message. Like, you kind of feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, you shouldn't ghost them. But in a friendship, I don't feel I don't feel like my friends have to respond to me as much.
Is it so much you shouldn't ghost them as much as it is you would want to speak with them? You know what I'm saying? Because thinking up from the opposite end sounds more, it's just about like the threat of your, being in the relationship or not. As opposed
I think that comes with
the intention of spending time with the people you care about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that comes with the relationship. It's like kind of a sort of on the lines of a respect thing is like, if you're in a romantic relationship with someone, you expect them to respond to you. That's what.
Yeah, to some level. I mean, to some level, but I think what that looks like is is whatever works for the people involved in the relationship and the rhythm of how the relationship works, which ebbs and flows per person.
Right. But this is what I'm saying with just in my line of why I wouldn't feel the need to do that with a friendship.
To that person's time is what you're saying.
In a romantic relationship, more so than a friendship, because a friendship, I don't even talk to my friends all the time. So if they don't respond to me as quickly or within the same amount of time, I don't feel the same, and I don't give them that same energy. So I wouldn't expect it back. But in a relationship, I do expect that type of communication to at least be in a timely manner.
I did before, but now I don't think I would be like that, because I was like that. And at this point, I feel like it's like what it goes back to saying how I always say about how social media and advanced technology made people entitled to, to speak to them. Because when we only had house phones, what was we doing? Like, if they couldn't answer us, they couldn't, like, what the hell?
If I'm not home, you're not
right. But that also goes with capability. If you know your person is capable of responding to you and they don't, do you not feel a way about that?
Yeah,
that's entitlement to that person's time, because it's not.
Oh, that's true too, though. Right.
What if they're not in the mood? You know what I'm saying?
No,
just because you got my message on me, you have to speak to me.
Yeah.
Right.
So how long would you let your partner go without responding to you before you get upset?
Definitely not a day.
I'm not getting upset because I would.
So you would never get upset?
I'm not getting upset unless it goes against the nature of our relationship.
Right. You got to know your partner.
Because I would know this person enough to know that if they're not responding to me, for the most part, it's probably because they're not in a place where they want to hold a conversation with me, whatever that
There you go.
And that's why I get to the point. And that's why I get to the point of the multiple texts.
This is because for me personally, I'm trying to show up in every relationship, as the best version of myself. So if I'm tired, I'm not finna answer you back. I don't care what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired. So now that my conversation with you is going to be tinted with my tiredness. And that might make me mistreat you. There's no need for me to mistreat you. And you ain't did shit and I'm just tired. Unless it's something that is timely. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know I have an appointment with you to do something, I might speak to you against my own personal will. But outside of that, if the relationship is very much so about, you know what I'm saying, supporting each other and being, I personally just want to operate with the people I love when we're in optimal feelings to operate that way.
Right.
And if I'm not, if I can help them when I'm that way and vice versa, I'm not going to come to you when I'm in a mood, really. Unless I'm trying to have you help me with it.
But I understand what you're saying, but in a relationship, especially,
I allow everybody that.
If you live with someone, which I do, if you live with someone, you always gonna have your moods, and you're still gonna have to deal with the people in your moods and not. So it's really no.
I just feel like it's entitled though. Even still, you live with someone, and I wake up and I'm just not in a talking mood, and you want to talk. So now I did something to you. No, but you feel entitled to me talking to you because you want to talk, but I don't want to talk. So where are we now? Now we got beef because I don't have to be.
It don't have to be beef, but if you like you said, communication, you communicate that it's fine. But now through text, if we text every day, you text me back all the time. Now you feel away about something, or I think you feel away, and I'm texting you, and you not responding on that same time. You get 5 more extra texts. It's because you acting unusual now. Now you should text.
Or what if I get 5 extra texts trying to explain to you? And
no, if you text back, it's cool. It's cool. I'm saying
that. But let's say, all right, let's look at this. Hey, what are you doing today? Hey, not really in the mood to talk today. I'll hit you a little bit later. The next text is not okay. The next text is why what's wrong.
The next text, it's cool.
The next text is gonna be why what's wrong.
Well, that depends on who it is. Everybody ain't gonna do that. I would just be like, I would just like, okay, hit me when you're ready.
I don't feel there's a respect level there if for someone that you talk to all the time to ignore you. That's what I'm getting at. I feel that's disrespectful.
I don't know that it's ignore though. You're taking it personally when you view it as ignore.
Well, it's a personal relationship.
I get what you're saying. I get what he's saying. I get it. I get what you're saying.
It definitely
I
is a
understand
personal
both ends, but
relationship.
I wouldn't feel so entitled to the next person's time. Like, to be honest, there's so many things that could happen before I just thought, hey, this person that I'm trying to reach that I'm not getting in contact with is ignoring me. Mad other things happen in a person's life before I think that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You could be busy, you could be sick, you could be tired,
and that's all fine.
You could be, there's so many things. And I'll just allow a lot of time to pass before I question it at all. Maybe a day. Let's say it's a person I speak to every day and I don't hear from them all day. I might let the whole day pass and then go, hey, you okay? And
right.
hey,
and that's what I'm saying. It's fine
whatever they say is whatever it is.
Have your time, and that's what I just mean. For my friends, my time is longer because I don't speak to them as much than it is for the people I'm in a relationship with. So that's why I was explaining why it's different from my friends than my relationship. It's not because I treat them different as people per se, but our dynamic is different. I don't speak to my friends as much.
Okay.
He feels entitled to his relationship partner's time, and that is probably that's what you were saying too, when you're walling them up.
Oh no, I just feel like a nigga answer me when I hit you. That's just me. Like I said, I admit my toxicness. Yeah, hey, I'm not gonna deny it. I admit my toxicness. With my friends, yeah, I just with my friends, yeah, I feel that whole way about not being entitled to that. But nah, with my nigga, that was like I said, that was my toxic trait. I felt if I want to talk, I'm here. Fucking talk to me. But yeah, like I said, growth.
That's how fights happen.
Girl. I mean, not girl. Sorry, person. Wrong person.
That's how fights happen.
Combo, no offense.
Right.
She was feeling it. You had
she's thinking about a literal fight right now.
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah. Like literally thinking about a moment when I don't even know.
Like, yeah, started a few things here and there, It's okay. Whatever.
All right, bring it back. I see you zooming into it. I see you looking off into like
all right.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next question?
Cool. All right. So my next one, I feel like we answered this one not inconveniently.
Because we on a roll.
Right. I feel like. All right. So I said, what's do's and don'ts of relationships? But I feel like we kind of answered that.
No, I mean, we could put something else to it.
What's the dudes? Somebody say the dudes.
Oh yeah, we ain't say dudes. We're just saying don'ts.
Yeah, let's put some more on it.
What's the dudes?
So dudes, lift your friends up constantly. And don't be afraid to say I love you, because I always found that this is my dues for friendships. I'm sticking to friendship right now. I'm in friendship mode because me, I'm not a mushy person, Actually, this goes for everything because I wasn't mushy in my relationship in the beginning either. Like I used to always say, like, anytime you like mushing me up at Thug Life, don't ever mush me. I'm not mushy. I don't want to hear none of that mushy shit. Like,
I love your friendships as well.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I do my family life as well. I'd be like, I don't want to hear I love you all day every day. I don't want to no, leave me alone. Like,
you don't tell your friends you love them?
I do now. I'm starting to more. And I feel like Chanel, that was you who kind of, put me onto that because you started saying it to me first. Like, oh, I love you. Especially like when you moved. I love you. I'm like, oh, that felt nice. Love you too.
It was the absence. She didn't love you as much when she was there. She loved you at a distance.
Right. Now she basically like, oh, damn.
I love everybody at a distance. That's how I love.
That's a big factor.
That's a good way. That's the best way. Love at a distance.
Yeah.
That's how.
But yeah, no, definitely saying love is a big deal. Definitely letting everybody know you love them. It's a very good deal. I would say for myself, definitely. I need to instill that more in my friendships, family life, relationships, all of that. Because I'm very not.
And you want
I'm not good at showing emotion.
Put love in your life.
Right. Yeah. Right.
You got to have something.
Like, I'm good at showing the I care part, but when it gets to that mushy, lovey-dovey shit, that's when I'm like, get away from me. No, I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
That word.
Do for you.
Do for me is just support in general. Like, in all your relationships, support the people. And I mean, it not just some people taking anything. I mean, in a business sense, but just in everything. Like, just listening to someone, giving them some real feedback, like actually listening to them, giving them accurate feedback, something to support their ideas. You know what I'm saying? That to me is important in every type of shit because everybody has these things that are going on in their head, and everybody second guesses themselves with some things. So as a friend or some type of shit person, whatever you want to be, even if it's a coworker, you know what I'm saying? Actually listen and give them some support there. And it doesn't always have to be monetary. It doesn't have to be any of that. It could just be a conversation. Just support.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's a do.
What about you? What's your douche, you know?
Dues. Never forget their birthday. That's really big.
Yo, that's a big one. That is a big one.
Relationship.
Damn, a lot. I suck at that.
I don't
know. How dare you?
I do.
That's
I'm
the easiest
bad.
birthday to remember.
No.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, okay. You talking about? I keep thinking it's not.
You just made it so personal. Like I wouldn't say your birthday.
Sorry.
I'm
like, mine is
the
right
easiest.
there.
I'm like, wait, what's the easiest one? You know everybody's birthday.
Mine is right there.
I do forget people's birthdays a lot. I do.
But you got social media. What you doing?
Big Facebook, especially. You know they let you know the week before.
I don't have Facebook. So
okay, wait. Let me put one thing. You know, one big thing for me too.
A do?
Is it a do? It's a do. Yeah. Be intentional with your words when you're arguing.
Because we gonna argue.
Because we gonna argue. But be intentional with
just
the
don't
words.
Say some shit you don't mean.
Right.
Basically.
Don't say right. Let's not hit below belt. Let's not
take it back. You can't take it back.
Yeah, like let's not
called having a discussion.
yeah. Let's not throw darts. Let's not, don't take low blows. That's why I low-key don't argue with the people that I love, because I know myself and I know my tongue hits very deep. So I've learned that at a real young age, which I'm very close to myself.
Just not arguing at all.
I do not argue. I really try not to.
We've reverted right back to the first point where you don't put a boundary down and you just accept tolerate.
That's very true. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But you see, am I lying? No, because I don't argue. I feel like I don't. No, I don't. I don't really argue. I say snarky things back.
I think I argue sometimes.
I get a little snarky, but I would never let it get into a full-blown argument. Like when I see it's about to get to an extent where it's about to get into like we're legit arguing. Ooh.
Sorry, guys. So sorry.
About that time?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, where'd you guys go? I lost you.
I see you.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks. Yeah. So.
Do you argue? That's what we was at.
What was I saying?
Do you argue?
Oh yeah. No, because see, I don't like when I feel like it's getting to like a bigger point than it needs to be. I just stop. Like I say snarky shit, yeah, cool, but I never I won't sit here and have a flat out argument with you, OD, especially if you're like my friend.
So what point does it turn into an argument?
I have to be really annoyed. Like I have to be real life, and it takes a lot to get me to argue. To say
but where's that transition point? It's like we having a real emotional discussion to an argument. Where's that line? Because I need to know if I argue. I just gotta feel like wait, huh? I just want to know if I argue or if I just communicate and have a discussion.
It's when y'all both going back and forth. It's when y'all both going back and forth saying mean shit to each other. Okay. Not even listening to each other at this point, just yelling over the other person, not hearing, just talking to talk and not hearing.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I don't really argue with people like that.
I would, yeah.
Maybe that's my toxic trait. I can't argue.
But see, okay, so boom. All right, so here we go. Boom.
Wait, that's a toxic trait?
Point when
not being able to argue?
And sometimes, because when is this like when is in a point when it becomes now you're just nonchalant. And now the person's trying to express to you something they really feel, and now the person
that's
just
not
is
arguing though. I will always be probably able to receive a message, but I'm talking about an argument. Like if you're talking about you're yelling or raising your voice, or you just like talking at me because I'm not trying to hear you. Whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna want to fight. So no.
Yeah.
So it's just it becomes a complete it's done. But I think that to me that's healthier because it tables it for a later date when it can be discussed.
That's
I don't think that's
we're
toxic.
Really trying to discuss it.
I don't think that's
not really
toxic.
Trying to discuss it.
Yeah.
Then we could do whatever that is too. But if you're trying to discuss it, then we can discuss it when we're both at a space where it can be discussed. But if we, temperatures is running hot, I might be like, all right, forget it. Because this ain't.
That's what I'm not good at. That's what I'm not good at. I wasn't. I think I'm good at that now. When temperatures was running hot,
I used to force the issue. We talk about this right now because I can be very confrontational. But I realized what's my goal? Is my goal to be right, or is my goal to get to some understanding?
Right.
If my goal is to get to some understanding and you're not trying to talk about it and I'm coming at you like that, we're not going to be understanding. So I'm going against my own goal. If my goal is to be understanding and the other person doesn't want to do it right now, I have to respect that so that we can actually have understanding at some point. Right. So to me, it's, the goal for me is to always be being understanding. And if I'm not feeling like that's being reciprocated, then I'm gonna shut down. Like, if you're not trying to understand me, I'm gonna call it for myself too. I'm still
that's the way it goes.
How the dynamic goes. It's either gonna de-escalate or it's gonna stop. So I don't know what you want.
That's a fact.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I like that. What makes you shut down, Dale? What's something that makes you shut down?
When I feel like people ain't listening, that's what makes me shut down. It's just like, if you're not listening, I'm wasting my breath. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's it.
You're trying to get me to swing or something. I don't
know. Like, that's it.
Like, so now you just want to
fight. Because now it's like, what's going to happen?
I don't think you want to fight me. So I think
like what's going on now? Yeah, that is ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can't do that. Because like I said, I always forgive and I always try to understand. Monique, you have the same issue. Like, I'll listen to your point of view no matter what, as long as you respectfully talk to me. I will listen to your point of view for 18 hours if we need to get it done. But once you start, that's it. That's it. That's it.
I was like, yeah, but you said 18 hours and said no.
Okay, so question for you guys. What's better for you guys to be able to, and this is a relationship question. Okay, to be able to, like, would you guys rather have an amicable breakup where you still have mutual respect and everything, or do you rather have a breakup where it was
it's
like
just so you can't return type
it
shit?
was tumultuous,
like a violent breakup, like it's just crash and burn.
Right.
I'm Aries, so I know y'all want to crash and burn.
I want to crash and burn.
I know the Aries want to crash and burn. The Aries is like,
but let me tell you
Aries is like, I'm the conductor of the train into the volcano.
But let me tell you why. Because this one wasn't a crash and burn. And I feel like because my past relationship was not a crash and burn, it takes too long. It takes too long.
As you get older, crashing and burning creates way more.
But if you crash and burn, at least you can get over it quicker. I feel like once you get, if you break up amicably and you still respect there and love, it's so much more annoying to me. Like, it's just like, it takes more time.
I've learned that the peaceful way is actually probably better for my life as a whole, but the crash and burn at the time is so tempting. It's so tempting.
I still
I've never tried to crash burn. I always want it to be amicable, and sometimes it shouldn't be.
All of mine have been amicable.
Because sometimes it shouldn't be amicable in the sense that the relationship is ending because you were disrespected. You're not going to just treat somebody with respect. And I'm not saying that means you disrespect them back, but you're not going to continuously offer yourself or offer access to yourself to something that is disrespectful to you. In a boss relationship, mother-daughter, friend, man-woman, whatever, you need to have respect as a common threshold for us to even tango. So if disrespect has transpired, it doesn't need to be amicable. And that's what I had to learn growing up, because I was always trying to be amicable. Like, even now, I still will try to be amicable when I really just need to be like whatever they made it, but insecurity and trying to buy your way into heaven with good deeds. I'd be like, let me just but so there's something to be said to like letting somebody burn, letting it burn, not necessarily setting the fire, but letting it burn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't come back from doing certain things to people because that teaches them how to teach you. You know what I'm saying? So if I let you do certain things that are crazy to me, and I just let you do it, without any repercussion, like, I've already showed you, what I'm with and what I'm not with. I can't get mad if it happens again at this point. I already messed myself.
Big facts.
So, for me, it's just about that. Like, we gotta watch that.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that.
I don't know.
And another toxic trait of mine. I done picked up a few toxic traits I need to write down today, huh?
Oh Lord.
I thought we was doing a podcast. We doing an intervention or something right now. I don't know what's
going on. Learned about the segments.
Do y'all think y'all would get along with yourselves if you met someone who was exactly like you with your traits?
Yeah. I wish well, wait. No,
would you have a long-term friendship with yourself?
Me? Oh, hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah, bitch. Hell yeah, I'm a great ass friend. Fuck that.
What's going? You looking at cats? What's up?
I'm thinking. I'm like, I had to stop looking at y'all to think.
I would be a relationship. I would date myself.
I gotta pull out the mirror.
I would be my sister. I would be my mother. I'm a great ass friend.
Said I'll be my sister, my mother, everything.
Yeah.
You feel all the roles with yourself.
Hell fucking yeah. I'm just not lit to my own self. That's the problem. I need to be more lit to myself than not everybody else. That's the damn problem. Would I be me? No. You know what I mean? I am me, but you know how I'm trying to. You know how I'm trying to say.
What about you, Dale?
I think I could have a relationship with myself, a friendship, but I don't think it would be a deep friendship. I think it would be a very surface level friendship.
Why?
Because
interesting response.
Because I have a strong level of independence and wanting to do things the way that I want to do it, and I know me being with someone else like that, we're gonna clash. But independently, as friends, doing our own things, a little bit distant, we could come together sometimes and be great. But we just couldn't be that close because it'd be too much.
I agree with that very much so. Like, I would be cool with me. I'd probably like me, but I wouldn't be in my daily life. I wouldn't be my best friend. I wouldn't be my best friend. Put it that way. My best friend. I mean, it could be a best friend of sorts, but it would be in the same way that I am, like very much so. Our time together is our time together. Our time apart is our time apart. Like, I wouldn't be like forcing my energy on me because of that same reason.
Exactly.
Because we would absolutely bump heads. I'm the kind of person that, is doing all the orchestration. So how can I be around another orchestrator? Like,
that's just not gonna work.
We're gonna fight.
There's too many chiefs, not enough Indians here. How's the saying goes?
Yeah. Honestly,
I like that question.
Again, she needs a chief.
Okay. Hook me up with one of your friends, Dale. What's up?
Gosh.
Edit that. I didn't want to do that.
We got a few edits in this one.
I cannot. All right. So what are some of you got? Well, what is your future relationship goal? And this is just for like relationship, like with your spouse.
With myself or with
spouse?
She said spouse.
With myself. It did sound like I said with myself. No, it did sound like I said
that. With a spouse, a relationship goal for a spouse?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all go.
She said, y'all go.
Yeah, y'all go.
Damn, the person who actually has a spouse first. You
put me on the spot.
Right. Yes.
I think that means I should go last just because I don't want to go yet.
That means I should go last. Mo will go second because she said she's been thinking about it for a long time. So
I said I was excited.
Relationship goals. Man, just
how do you view your relationship looking
I'm just gonna say communication is very important. And my goal, I guess, is to have better communication because everything stems from that. At this point, it's just communication, especially if you've known someone for a certain amount of time. It's just like, you got to speak still. You still got to speak because people change all the time. You can be in a relationship with someone for a long time and they're changing, you're changing. You can't always assume. You gotta speak. You gotta communicate.
Right. Okay, so for me, I'm going to say my next relationship is going to look like, I will say because I have grown, it's going to be very fun. I want fun. I want communication. I want trust. Trust is big. I want trust. Trust in both of us. Like, you have to trust me as well. As much as I trust you, I need to be trusted as well. somebody actively working on themselves, you know, like actively working on themselves as a person, as their own human, not just, you know, in the relationship, as their own human. And, you know, what else? I guess that's kind of it. Yeah, because I will say my, like, you know, because my last relationship, guys, was like my first real life relationship. I don't know if you guys know that, but it was like my first real life relationship. So I feel so bad for him. Like he got like,
he got the bottom of the barrel.
He got the bad, but it's crazy because the bottom of the barrel was still good as fuck. So shit, my next nigga is lucky as fuck. Like my next, that's what I'm saying. I cannot wait. Like I'm so excited because I know what I can do when I'm not even my best self. So I'm like, I cannot wait to be in a relationship now because I know, like, you know, me as my best self, like it's about to be lit. It's go time. What's up? Like I just need somebody with their best self as well. Like so, I hopefully my next person I find is, you know, they best self too now. You know, let's be best selves together.
All right,
the best version of themselves.
Yes.
A goal for a future relationship for me looks like everyone being intentional.
I love that word. That's the key word, intentional. You know, I love that word.
I mean,
intent goes a long way.
It's very much so how I be moving, and it's like putting a filter on my whole life. Because if I'm being intentional about everything that I'm doing, I really am curating what my life looks like. You know what I'm saying? And then that just, you know, emanates a certain energy that only seeks to be matched. Like if I'm very intentional about my time, I very much so don't even entertain people who waste time, you know? So it's not even something I have to, you know, go into and filter out. It just does it on its own. You know, if I'm very intentional about my words, I'm not going to be, you know, talking every day to somebody about nothing. Like if I'm intentional about my looks, if I'm my health, you know what I'm saying? We can go on and on about my money, about my, you know, my career, my family life, my love. Like you will see the fruits of that. You know what I'm saying? So I just need to see somebody who's just like that. So that's really what the goal is. Like someone who's very intentional about themselves, about their life, about their family, about, you know, goals, whatever it is for themselves. Just being intentional and moving in that will really show me, you know, it will really offer a really deeper way to connect with somebody. Like someone who's very serious about their life. Because I'm very serious about my life, you know?
Okay.
So we can be serious together, or we can be very unserious.
We can be very unserious.
Very unserious.
And I'll tell you, I'm a very unserious person when I'm ready.
Okay.
We can be serious or we can be unserious. I'm sorry that it's so black and white. It is very black and white.
Right, that's what it needs to be. What you gonna do?
Very intentional about it. We can be
definitely being more intentional in my next relationship for sure. Definitely.
That's not even in my next relationship. That's for life. So it's either somebody's gonna be intentional too, or they're just not gonna be in my life, to be honest. Because it's gonna weed them out. They're not gonna be able to. Ain't no room for it. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to feel yoked in a relationship with me if I'm always like this kind of current and they on some other shit. They might be able to come in, you know, dip and dab, but they ain't gonna be able to.
Right. Big facts. Big facts. All right. Well, this was such a good, enlightening conversation, as always, with my boo Chanel T, not Gucci. Any last words from anyone that you guys want to say?
What are we trying to glean from this conversation in our relationships?
Just understanding, reflection. Reflection. I hope everyone who listened to this thought about the questions.
This was my bet for me, low key.
Yeah, think about your toxic traits.
She gonna read this. She gonna watch this back and be like,
no, I'm not. No, I needed to let this out. This was my venting session. This was legit. Like one of the main reasons I did it. I was like, yeah, you know, this is gonna be my little vent session. Now I'm real life over it completely. I set you free.
Oh, I didn't get to say my Rick and Morty thing. That's a toxic relationship.
Oh boy!
If anybody watches Rick and Morty have a very toxic relationship. Their family, and it's crazy. But I do want to say
you were saying if you watch Rick and Morty, you're in a toxic
relationship. Right, I was about to say.
That probably also true. You probably relate to Rick and Morty because you have so much toxic relationships around you that watching it is therapeutic in itself.
I'm Rick, by the way.
She said I'm Rick.
I'm definitely Rick.
There's Ricks and there's Mortys. The
there's Ricks and there's Mortys, and I'm
Ricks and there's Mortys.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I might be Rick's daughter actually.
All the relationships in that show are toxic.
Terribly.
I cannot. So your last final words.
That was the perfect cup
for the
to
not
have.
For
that
the not
perfect cup. They got relationships, they got friendships, they got family, they got co-workers, all types of toxic relationships is all there. You'll see it.
Oh, we ain't even say shit about the co-workers. So for the co-worker relationships, stay to yourselves. You don't need friends at work. Stay to yourself.
How you just gonna dismiss the whole thing like it?
Nah, facts. You don't need friends at work.
All right, I'll just make a quick rundown. In family, toxic guilt trips in family is a lot. People guilt their family into thinking that they need to do things with it. And coworkers, I would say what's really bad is people not carrying their weight and people talking too much. Those are things that are bad. Those are things that are bad. What do you think?
And they fake as fuck.
Oh, okay. Sorry to anybody that you work with.
fake as fuck. Fake as no, they stop. No, but so they are because I mean, at the end of the day, it's a job. You know, they want to get ahead. They don't want you to get ahead from them. They're gonna do what they got to do. Period.
You think all coworkers are really that way?
Not everybody wants to get ahead.
Not everybody, but you know. Majority.
Yes,
I'll say majority.
Some literally only go to work to be social.
Yeah.
That too. You're right.
Clearly, some of them do not want to
Let's
get
say
ahead.
majority, you know?
Majority of people do not want to get ahead. I'm telling you for a fact.
Shit.
They want to. They do not.
And then look at her face.
I just want to pay their bills.
This is why you got so many regular workers, so many managers, supervisors, because they just don't want it.
It's true.
They don't want to do nothing.
They don't want it. They do not want it.
Very in a position for 20 years doing the same thing.
Right.
You can't.
Just give me my damn raise along with it.
And I feel them on that.
Nah, facts.
Everybody ain't got the same goal.
Right. No, for real. Big facts.
But I don't
somebody
agree
else's
with that
company.
about coworkers. Some of my coworkers have become like family to me over the years.
Oh, you're lucky.
And I did like meeting friends, like creating real relationships through work relationships. And I don't intend for that because I do have a very full social life already. But if it so happens that way, it actually has been really cool to me personally because co-worker relationships put you in a relationship with someone that you probably wouldn't have met in your normal life.
Yeah.
Y'all came from different areas, backgrounds, you know, ages, groups, whatever, to convene at this spot. So it's kind of different, you know, like I've worked in many different industries and places and met all different types of people from that.
Right.
Over the past 10, 15 years, those relationships change and they morph into other things too. You never know, you know?
I never thought I would be friends.
I actually I liked it. And I'm a very introverted person. So that's really odd for me to say that.
Yeah.
So what about dating coworkers?
I think the same thing. You never know who you're going to meet, where you are, especially depending on the industry you're in. Like if I worked in a hospital, I'm spending so much time in a hospital. Yeah. It would make sense that a love interest would appear to me in the hospital.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's someone who understands, you know, my lifestyle already. So
that's a fact.
Matched for each other. So, you know what I'm saying? Each industry kind of provides that for people in and of itself. When we were younger, it was school. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's very true.
This area for you to meet people.
That's how you met people.
Yeah, demographics and convene at a spot that y'all share, you know, something that y'all have in common. So I really believe in, you know, you never know where you're gonna meet people anyway. Like personally,
that's very true.
White people, he said people are okay. I don't know. But I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we'll see. I'm willing to see. You know, like I don't mind.
I used to like y'all. I used to like people, you know.
I think people are terrible, cool. But I'm willing to see. I'm still willing to watch.
People are cool.
You know, I could have fun. I could have fun with people. I do majority of the time enjoy being alone, but when I am social, I'm a very social person, very sociable, and I make many friends. Well, let me not call them friends, many associates. I make many associates when I go out. For some reason, everybody loves my poet personality. I don't know. It's very bubbly for some reason. I don't know where the fuck that come from, but whatever. That's the hypocrisy of Monique, you know? The hypocrisy of me. Okay, my peoples. I loved this conversation. I feel so much better because, again, I'm not gonna lie, this was for me. So everybody else that got something out of this.
Free therapy, friend.
Right. Everybody else that got something out of this.
Send the invoice. Send the invoice. Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys got something out of this. I used my friends here, my close friends, my family here to get me through my venting session,
Listen to how she sounds with this speech right now.
This is my tribe. I have to try to speak like y'all. This is my tribe. They just help me through my little troubles here, So I hope everybody can.
Glad to be of service, my love.
Thank you, my love. I hope everybody can take something from this beautiful conversation. Chanel, thank you for joining me. I'll have you on again, of course.
Of course, my pleasure. I always like reading y'all for filth.
Okay. I imagine that little evil. Look at that. Reading y'all for filth. Actually, swore your chair too.
That is very rickish.
Right.
Good. We established
it. Big facts. All right, you guys. So we shall see you guys in the next episode. Oh no, this is the season finale. We have one more episode coming up, and this is almost it.
This is the penultimate.
Right. This is
can't be the finale before the finale.
This is almost it. Right. This is almost it. So thanks for joining us, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Deuces.